Alright, so when we first get our ER260, we need to do a RAM clear, which sets it back to factory defaults. We make sure that the switch on the right hand side is switched to the off position, and we have our key in service mode, which is one click past the program position. The key with the letter C is the key that will allow you to get to that mode. We then hold down the subtotal button with our left hand, and while we're holding that down, we turn the cash register on the right hand side. You'll hear a beep and 0 will appear. You then press the very top left hand button, paper feed, the very bottom left button, the 5, the very top right button, the PO, and the very bottom right button, in cash. You will then see 2 dotted lines appear across the screen, and shortly we will get a printout from our printer saying that the RAM clear or initial reset has been done. Okay, once the printout is complete, you can rip it out, press clear on your keyboard, and we're ready to commence programming. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to program the name of our business on the receipt header. On line 1, we're going to call the name of our business Shop ABC. So we turn our key to the program position, like so. We then press the X time button, which is located here above the 8. The next thing we need to do is enter the characters of Shop ABC. This is done from our quick setup guide. On the quick setup guide, there is an alpha keyboard overlay, which basically in this position turns your keys into a computer keyboard to allow you to type in your letters. So from the setup guide, we've just cut out the template for our letters. These will act as a keyboard that we overlay over our keys to tell us where the letters are to program. So now we're going to commence programming Shop ABC as our business name on line 1 of the receipt header. To do that, we've got our key and program, of course, and we press X time on the keyboard. We then type in shop by looking at the keys, orientating the keyboard. We can see it's there, and H is the second letter down here, O is next to that, and P is above that. We can see our space is the second key over here, and then we've of course got the letters A, B, C. A, B, C. We then finish the process on that line by pressing X time. Then we press 11 to signify line 1 of the receipt. If it was line 2, we would use 12. If line 3, we would use 13, and so forth. There are 5 lines we can use at the top of the receipt. We now enter 11, signify line 1, press check to finish, and press cash to finalise the programming. You'll now notice a printout on the receipt, and at the top it confirms the first line of our receipt header is Shop ABC. Alright, now we move on to programming a description on our department keys. Here on the left hand side, we're going to program drinks in department 1 and food in department 2. Again, we need our program overlay that we got from the quick setup guide. Alright, we make sure the key is in the program position. We press the X time button. We enter in the description of drinks, orientating our overlay over the keys so we can identify the buttons. We can see D for drinks is the 4th button down here. Then R is across here next to the clear. I is 2 across from the 4. N is right next to the 0. K is located 2 across from clear. And S is located just diagonally out from the clear. We then press X time again to complete that line. We then press the department where we want the word drinks to live, in this case department 1, We then press cash to finalise. You'll notice a printout stating that drinks is now on Department 1. Now we can do food on Department 2 in like manner. Again, we keep the key in program, we press the X time button, we enter the description of food using our overlay. We can see F is located here, O is next to the 1, again next to the 1, for the next O, D is across from the 7 on the end. We'll then finalise that line with X time, and then we tell where food's going to live on Department number 2. We then press cash to finalise, and again we can see confirmation on the receipt that food is now on program Department 2. Alright, now we're going to show you how to program a preset price on your department buttons. Here on the left hand side, we're going to put $10 for Department 1 under drinks, and we're going to put $5 on Department 2 under food. Again, we need our key in the program position, then we simply enter the price that we require, in this case $10, 1000, and we allocate that to Department 1. We can then at the same time enter $5, like so, and press that against Department 2. We then press cash to finalise the programming. You'll get confirmation on your receipt under Department 1 has been programmed for $10 and Department 2 is pre-programmed for $5.